Hi everyone, welcome back. Lastly, we finished 2D features framework module, and today we are gonna start to a new one, which is machine learning. I'm gonna care this module well, so we are gonna get into the details of each class because I care this module. AI is on the trend nowadays, but the fundamental of AI is these machine learning things. So if you learn this well, you are gonna get a better idea about the AI, or you can learn or you can get into the details of the AI later. If you do not know these basic things, it's gonna be problem to understand the AI directly. So this module is very important, and we are gonna start with the basic of the basics, which is KNearest, because this class is easy to understand. For starting, I believe this is good example. And instead of here, we can directly switch to the code part. Here I already prepared a very simple code, don't be afraid. So these are nothing, I just created some of points and I'm just visualizing them, that's all. I just created 3 sample group, which is blue, red and yellow, and the class number is 0, 1, 2. So basically, to talk, this KNearest is just helping us if any incoming point come into anywhere in here. The KNearest module calculation is gonna tell us this new point is belongs to blue, yellow or red one. So it's gonna tell us. You can tell this is a very easy thing. For example, let's say a new point pop up here, you can easily tell yellow. But how machine is gonna do that? Of course, there is needed some calculation, so it does it. Also, this is simple case. I'm also planning, for example, KNN also is useful for image classification. In my YouTube channel there is already a video about MNIST dataset classification, which is you are writing some numbers with your hand and you are just trying to understand which number it is. Basically we can do that also with KNN. So my plan for the next also making an training data by MNIST dataset, which is a training data full of the handwritten handwritten number, so we can train that data with KNN. So and at the end we can put a new data, so we will see this KNN also working in that way. So just don't think KNN only works with simple things. With complicated scenarios also KNN is still useful. But of course, for many very advanced things, KNN is not gonna be used. For example, human detection. Of course, KNN is not gonna work for that. But for some simple binary images, it can still work well, and it's useful. For simple things, you need simple solutions. So just think in that way. Okay. This code only just making this. I just give 3 class of points. This is x representation and this is the y representation, y axis. So this belongs to class 0, class 1 and class 2. So I just manually did this, and for each x and y I also represented here the labels vector, because KNN needs the training data and also what this x, y is representing. It should know this is belonging to the 0 class, so here I'm writing 0, and this is belonging to 0, this 5 is belonging to 0, so first 5 elements is 0 class. I'm just giving that. I'm giving in an order, but it can be unordered also is okay. So just you need to training data and the labels should match each other, that's all. Okay, and this training data and the labels vector, and here I'm just putting circles into the ImShow, nothing else. So now we can start train our KNN model. How we are gonna do that? First of all, we need to prepare the data structure with which KNN accepts. So you cannot directly put these vectors because it doesn't accept vectors, it accepts math. So we need to prepare the data for KNN model. First of all, we need to give number of samples, which is gonna be basically just labels vector dot size. So this is the first thing we need to do. The second is just we need to define training data math. Training data math, and we need to create a new new math, or we can just create like this. So the it's gonna be 2 column but many rows. You can make opposite also, many columns, but I mean now we are gonna create by row, so each training data is gonna be in a row like in here, but you can make opposite also. This can be in the column, the other in the column, but we are gonna continue in this structure, so each x and y gonna be in each row. Yeah, that's correct. So number of samples this is gonna be, and the second is the representation of the column, as you can see here. Also, it's better to use a float type of the data for now. And the next we need to fill this training data accordingly. So just integer I is equal to 0 and I smaller than number of sample, which is the xy total xy count, and also plus I. Oops. And that's all. Now we need to just fill each x and y value into this math type. So float and just is equal to I 0. Okay, then it's gonna be equal to training data, which is our vector. Oops, vector. And simply here just we can write 2 times I. So because we need this in a 1D array, so somehow we need to get for each sample x and y, so we are using this simple way. And y okay, just similarly get for the I1, which is ith row and 0th column, ith row and the first column. So here we just need to put 1. So for the 0th sample it's gonna be 0, it's gonna be 1. For the first sample it's gonna be 2, and it's gonna be 3. So I'm gonna get one by one these xy values and fill inside this training data met type. Okay, this was that one. Now also simply we need to create for labels met, because labels are also current in the vector. We need to put them into met. Simply just we can use labels vector and done. So you can put vector and the data should be copied or not, just make it true, so it should copy the data. Then that's all. Now we can create our KNearest model, which is gonna be the pointer again, and CV ML KNearest. Okay, and we can name it KNN is equal to just ML KNN create. Yeah, create. Is there any? So this does not take any parameter. It's okay. So the next I just simply took note to check, because I don't want to do any wrong step. So next we can directly train KNN.train, and here we need to give the data accordingly. For us the data is this one. Samples is meaning the training data, which is this one, and the layout it means you ordered the data in a row or in a sample. To see that also before this one we can make we can write it into the console, so you can also see how it looks like. And yeah, let's first of all see the training data. So this is our training data. You see now those are in x values in the first column, and the second one is the y values, so they are in each data in a row. So we need to define our layout for this one. Next was asking layout, which is meaning the order, how your data is ordered. And also before that, maybe I can show you the labels vector, labels math, and see how it looks like. So they are also in same, because it cannot, if you order this in a row, each data in a row, then similarly representing labels should be in each matching row. They should be in the same order. Okay, and the next, as I said, they should be also yeah, in a row. So just get the row sample, and the next also you need to give labels math. That's all. And after that I think everything is done. So you already start training, and once it's finished, your KNN is ready to give you the new results. So for next, I think we can already get some or we can directly maybe create some sample. Let's say sample x is equal to 40, let's say, and similarly sample y, let's say also 40 start. We can play later with this one, and we need to create sample met because KNN everything excepting in the met type, so we can create a new met for sample, and this sample is gonna be basically just two value, which is the sample x and the other one. And here we can create okay, one row, two column, and just we can sample x and sample y, and that's all. I think I just need to close the parentheses. Oops. Is it like this, or yeah, I think it's this. Yeah, this is x and the y, so it's just taking x and the y values. So this one is also done. Next we need to create one more met for the results, or result is better. So we can call now the name of the or just maybe it was which value it was giving, KNN dot find nearest. This is returning a float value, which is gonna be class number, class ID, I think. So this one maybe no need for now. Okay, so just float result ID, result class is equal to find nearest. So I just check my notes. Okay, basically I just need to give my sample, sample, and the k is representing we can also check here, just a second, and we need to also give results again extra, because for detailed data is gonna be included in there. This neighbor response about the accuracy, I think let's check about this in here. It say optional output values for corresponding neighbor. It's a single precision floating point matrix of number of samples times k. You can think this is like how accurate it should be, but if mostly the suggested value is 3, so you can keep as 3. So also the result we can still check, which is this optional output, because I also thought it's already returning me the class ID, why I need result. Optional output distances from the input vectors. Sometimes if the user wants to get more details why is coming as class whatever, maybe the user want to get detailed information, then result can be used. Yeah, that's the point. But for us this result class is enough. I want to circle also my sample, so we are using this image. Simply we can create circle image, and image is okay. Image center is sample x and sample y. Normally I'm mostly coding, then I'm explaining, but for this module I want to code from scratch because it's important, and the radius can be 5, color can be just red maybe, but just make it black. That's all, and thickness can be filled. Okay, that's all. So new sample data is gonna be in the black circle in the screen we will see, and this result class I just want to see in the console. Okay, result class. Okay, and that's all. So we need to clean the other out things. Just I want to see this 4040 sample where it is and which it belongs. Now you see black, right? You can before, when the new point, when I said let's say it's here, you can easily tell yellow, but here you see it belongs to still yellow. Yeah, you can still say because it's very close to here. Let's keep a point around here which is 73 234. 73 234. So this still belongs to yellow. Let's make it more left side and more down, which is, let's say, 13 and 266. So now it says it belongs to blue, so because very close to blue. So now by looking you can easily tell where this point is, but the machine, how machine can know, you need to make some calculations. Also, this is a simple example of the usage of the KNN. In the next project I'm planning to use KNN to detect a real simple binary images. So in that case you will understand the value of KNN better. Yeah. For this video, simply I just wanted to usage. Usage is first of all, before everything of the KNN, you need to prepare the data. For me, generally, preparation of the data of a training procedure, the preparing part is the most important part, because if you do it well, everything is gonna be better. So labeling and the training data and the labeling is still same for many AI things. You need, if you have these two, then all you need to do is just running the model, so it's gonna give you the results. And training data, as we said, manually we made a simple samples and corresponding labels, and we prepared data which KNN accepts. And after that we created our object of the KNearest model. Then we are training it. After this it has everything anymore. Just you need to it's row sample or the column sample, which is representing your data. You give training data and the corresponding labels, then all is done, and you are calling find nearest function, filling it. Also, let's see this result, how it looks like. 0. So yeah, maybe for some complex things this gonna have some values, and to be able to understand. Actually, I'm not familiar with this result, because the return type, which is float or any ID, is enough. Yeah, if you make it 300, what's gonna happen? Let's see. Okay, I want to see the result class. It's not changing, I think. Yeah, it's still 0. Yeah, this is about accuracy, but yeah, not very important. Yeah, and for this video I'm simply done, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.